I have spent more than 25 years as a joint surgeon, helping thousands of people over 65 regain mobility despite painful knees, weakened hips, and declining leg strength. During that time, I have learned something that catches nearly every patient by surprise. The most effective way to protect aging joints and rebuild weak legs is not always taking a longer walk. A simple movement performed while lying safely in bed can strengthen essential leg muscles, support healthier circulation, ease morning stiffness, and place much less strain on your knees, hips, and lower back. Walking has been promoted for decades as the foundation of healthy aging, and it can certainly help many people. But there is another side to the story. When arthritis, chronic knee discomfort, poor balance, or weak hips are already limiting your movement, pushing yourself to walk farther may leave your joints more irritated and your body more exhausted. Some seniors walk faithfully every morning, believing that more steps must mean stronger legs, yet their pain gradually becomes the very reason they stop moving. Orthopedic and rehabilitation professionals often use gentle bed exercises to activate the major muscles of the lower body without forcing sensitive joints to support full body weight. These movements can directly engage your glutes, hips, inner thighs, hamstrings, and core, helping your body prepare for standing, walking, climbing stairs, and recovering when your balance suddenly shifts. Today, I will guide you through 5 bed exercises. Stay until number 1 because it brings several crucial lower body muscles together in one powerful movement and may make standing up, walking, and remaining steady feel noticeably easier. Before we begin, tell me your age and where you are watching from in the comments. I want to see how many seniors from across America and around the world are joining us today. Now, let's get started. Number 5, the pillow squeeze. We begin with one of the most overlooked yet highly valuable movements in lower body rehabilitation, the pillow squeeze. If you ask 100 rehabilitation specialists which bed exercise helps restore stability around the knees and pelvis by activating the often neglected inner thigh muscles, a huge number of them will recommend this one first. Let me show you how to do it correctly because the details matter. Lie flat on your back with both knees bent and both feet resting flat on the mattress. Place a small pillow comfortably between your knees. Before you begin, relax your shoulders and keep your hips resting naturally on the bed. Now slowly press both knees evenly into the pillow until you feel the muscles along the inside of your thighs tighten. Hold that squeeze for 5 to 10 seconds while breathing normally. Then relax completely for 5 seconds. That is 1 repetition. Aim for 10 repetitions, 2 sets, once a day to start. The most common mistake is lifting the hips off the mattress. Another is holding your breath or pressing harder with one leg than the other. The moment you do that, the inner thigh muscles stop doing the work evenly and the exercise loses much of its value. Keep your hips relaxed against the bed, continue breathing, and make sure both knees create the same amount of pressure. Many older adults are surprised by how steady their legs begin to feel after practicing this movement consistently for a few weeks. It may seem simple, but building strength from the inside creates a stronger foundation for everything that comes next. Number 4, the prone hamstring curl. I know what you may be thinking. Bending your knee while lying in bed looks far too easy to make weak legs stronger. But do not skip this exercise. It directly activates the hamstrings, the muscles along the back of your thighs that help bend your knees and control your legs whenever you walk, climb stairs, or stand up. Lie on your stomach with both legs extended behind you. Turn your head to one side and rest it comfortably on your hands or a thin pillow. Keep your hips level and press gently into the mattress. If this position creates discomfort in your lower back, place a small pillow beneath your hips. Start with one leg. Slowly bend your knee and bring your heel toward your buttocks. Keep the front of your thigh resting on the bed and stop at the highest position you can reach comfortably. Hold there for 2 to 3 seconds and squeeze the back of your thigh. Then lower your foot slowly until your leg is straight again. Take about 3 seconds to lift and 3 seconds to lower. That is 1 repetition. Complete 8 to 10 repetitions on each leg for 2 sets, once a day. Rest for about 30 seconds between sets. The key word is slow. If you kick your heel upward, momentum takes over and your hamstrings lose the work. Do not lift your hip, arch your lower back, or allow your leg to turn outward. Keep your hips still, your movement smooth, and your breathing steady. Done correctly, the prone hamstring curl can help you bend your knees more easily when walking, Pull your feet underneath you before standing from a chair, climb stairs with better control, and step into a car with greater confidence. Number 3. The supine march. This gentle movement teaches your hip flexors and core to work together while your pelvis remains steady. It follows the same alternating pattern your body uses when walking, but the bed supports your weight and allows you to practice it without standing. Lie on your back with your head comfortably supported. Bend both knees and place your feet flat on the mattress about hip-width apart. Keep your toes pointing forward and position both feet the same distance from your hips. Rest your arms beside your body. Gently tighten your stomach as if preparing for a light cough. Keep your pelvis level and your lower back comfortable. Slowly lift one foot about 2 to 3 inches from the mattress. Allow the knee to move slightly toward your chest, but do not pull it in too far. Hold for 2 seconds. Then lower the foot slowly until the entire sole is resting on the bed again. Repeat with the opposite leg. Lifting the right leg and then the left leg counts as one complete march. Perform 8 to 10 marches on each side for 2 sets, once a day. Rest for about 30 seconds between sets. This exercise can be especially helpful for seniors with arthritis because the controlled lifting motion keeps the hips and knees moving without placing body weight through them. It is also commonly used for people rebuilding mobility after a fall or a long period of bed rest that has left their legs stiff, weak, and reluctant to move. The biggest mistake is lifting the knee too high and allowing the lower back to arch. Do not rock your hips, rush the movement, or lift both feet together. If your pelvis begins to move, reduce the height of the lift. For an extra boost, gently press the foot that remains on the mattress downward while lifting the opposite leg. This creates a firmer base and makes your core work harder to keep your body steady. With consistent practice, many seniors notice that their legs feel more responsive and their hips remain steadier when they move from one side to the other. Number 2, the clamshell. This is one of the most trusted bed exercises for awakening the gluteus medius, the muscle along the outside of your hip. It may be small, but it plays a major role in keeping your pelvis level and preventing your knee from collapsing inward. Lie on your side with your head supported by a pillow. Stack your hips directly on top of each other and bend your knees slightly. Bring your knees a little forward while keeping your body in one straight line from your head to your hips. Place your upper hand on your hip so you can feel whether it starts rolling backward. Keep your feet together. Tighten your stomach gently, squeeze the side of your upper hip, and slowly raise your top knee. Your feet must remain touching throughout the movement. Stop as soon as you feel your pelvis beginning to roll backward. Hold the knee open for 3 seconds, then lower it slowly over another 3 seconds. That is 1 repetition. Complete 10 to 12 repetitions, then turn over and repeat on the other side. Perform 2 sets on each side once a day. Rest for about 30 seconds between sets. The biggest mistake is opening the knee too far and rolling the entire body backward. That may make the movement look larger, but it takes the work away from the correct muscle. Do not separate your feet, twist your waist, or rush the lowering phase. A stronger gluteus medius helps keep your pelvis steady when one foot leaves the ground. That control is essential when walking, stepping into your pants, climbing stairs, or recovering when your body suddenly leans to one side. The clamshell strengthens your hips from the side, but number 1 brings your glutes, hamstrings, hips, and core together in one powerful movement. Number 1, the mini glute bridge. This is the movement that brings everything together by activating your glutes, hamstrings, hips, and core at the same time. Your glutes are one of the main engines of your lower body. When they become weak, your knees, hips, and lower back are forced to take over work they were never meant to handle alone. That is why the mini glute bridge takes the number 1 position. It strengthens several essential muscle groups without requiring you to stand or place your full body weight through painful joints. Lie on your back with your head comfortably supported. Bend both knees and place your feet flat on the mattress about hip-width apart. Keep your toes pointing forward and position your heels about 6 inches from your buttocks. Rest your arms beside your body with your palms facing down. Before moving, gently tighten your stomach and squeeze your buttocks. Press both heels firmly into the mattress. Slowly lift your hips only a few inches from the bed. This is a mini glute bridge, so you do not need to raise your body into a high arch. Keep your knees pointing forward and your weight evenly distributed between both feet. Hold the raised position for 3 to 5 seconds. Give your glutes one extra firm squeeze at the top, then lower your hips slowly over 3 to 4 seconds. Let your hips touch the mattress before beginning the next repetition. Complete 10 to 12 repetitions for 2 sets, once a day. Rest for about 30 seconds between sets. The most common mistake is lifting too high and pushing through the lower back. Squeeze your glutes before your hips leave the bed. Do not allow your knees to collapse inward or flare outward. Exhale as you lift and inhale as you lower. With consistent practice, this pushing movement can make it easier to rise from a chair, get out of bed, climb stairs, and generate more power with every step you take. There you have it. 5 simple bed exercises that directly target the muscles your body depends on for standing, walking, balance, and independence. And here is the most encouraging part. You do not need to perform all 5 exercises perfectly on your first day. If you can manage only one tonight, begin with the mini glute bridge. If that movement feels too difficult, start with the pillow squeeze. It is the gentlest entry point and an effective way to wake up muscles that may have been quiet for years. Add the remaining exercises gradually as your strength and confidence improve. At this stage of life, consistency will always beat intensity. 5 focused minutes every day can do more for your body than one exhausting workout you never repeat. Weak legs can still respond, adapt, and rebuild with the right movements. Start tonight before you fall asleep. Choose one exercise, move slowly, and focus on control. Small movements repeated consistently can lead to steadier steps, easier mornings, and greater confidence. If you stayed with me until the end, comment done with your age and where you are watching from. Tap the like button, share this video with someone who struggles to walk or stand from a chair, and subscribe to Senior Be Well for more simple exercises created for seniors over 60. Your legs are more capable than you think. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.